What is up guys, Flashfire here, and today I am bringing you another team building video. As you can see, today we are using Mega Sharpedo in OU, and it's going to be super fun. So if you guys are excited to see this, drop a like down below. I want to see if we can get this to 55 likes. If we can, I'll put a paste bin of this team down in the description, so you guys can copy and paste it, Showdown, and play with it, and have fun, and it'll be great. Yeah! So anyways, we're using Mega Sharpedo, and we're bringing it to OU. I feel like this has a lot of potential in OU. I was originally running a set which was fully specially invested with Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, and Crunch. Which I had varied success with. It was good at beating through Garchomp and all that kind of stuff. Basically, all we give up by changing the set is that we can't beat through Garchomp anymore, and I'll explain that right now. So the set we're running is Hydro Pump, Crunch, Poison Jab, and Protect. People will, I'm sure people will question that. They'll be like, oh, why no Waterfall, or why no Ice Fang, and all that kind of stuff. And I will tell you. I'll tell you right now. In most situations, Hydro Pump is better than Waterfall, or Crunch is better than Waterfall. So, Hydro Pump is definitely correct, I believe. The EV spread we're running is 24 attack, 224 attack, 32 special attack, rest in speed, and naive nature. Now, with that amount of special attack investment, you guarantee an OHKO on Scarflander with Hydro Pump. And you guarantee a 2-hit KO on defensive Skarmory with Hydro Pump, which is fantastic. It also does about 80%-ish, I think, to Mixed Wall Hippowdon, which is just great. And all that kind of stuff. So it's a nice, powerful Hydro Pump, and that is for clearing stuff that would normally check or counter this. The next move we've got is Crunch, which is a really powerful move because of Strong Jaws, because it's Stab, all that kind of stuff. Really, really good. 2-hit KO's Rotom, easy. That's the main kind of key KO I thought about. I think it might also 2-hit KO Tank Chomp, I'm not entirely sure. But Crunch is a fantastic move. And pairs really well with Hydro Pump, apparently, in OU, which is a thing. And then Poison Jab is just there to hit fairies. This 2-hit KOs every fairy in the tier. So if you can catch it on the switch, then you are good to go. I mean, apart from freaking Klefki, obviously, before someone says that. But yeah, anyways, plan for this is late game sweeper. Obviously, once you've Mega Evolved it, you can't get your speed boost again, so you've got to be wary of that. Bring it in when you know you're not going to get forced out. You remove all your opponent's priority users first, because obviously this has no defense at all. I mean, the Mega variant has some defense. 70 isn't terrible, but yeah. The reason we've put negative special defense instead of negative physical defense is because priority users are almost always physical. I mean, obviously a Mach Punch you're not living anyways, but like a Bullet Punch, it might make a difference. So that's the thought process there. But anyways, yeah, the most prominent thing that this gets walled out by is Keldeo. So the next thing we're going to go over is something that stops Keldeo, well, not stops Keldeo, but like checks Keldeo defensively and all that kind of stuff, which is Celebi. Celebi, I feel like, is pretty much the counter to Keldeo. It's this and Starmie are like, no more Keldeo, goodbye. So this is really good. I like this at the moment in OU. It does really well. So we're going to be running a set of Giga Drain, because that allows us to solve. This is also a great check to Rotom. Because it has Natural Cure, so Will-O-Wisp doesn't do anything, and Hydro Pump and Volt Switch do next to nothing. So that's fantastic. We're going to be running Giga Drain, Recover. What else are we going to be running? We're going to be running Baton Pass, and I will explain that in a sec. And we're going to be running Thunder Wave for a bit of speed control. Generally, it shouldn't matter too much, but it's nice to have it there. So the EV spread we're going to be running is 248 HP, and how much speed am I running? It's 108 speed. And then the rest into defense with a Impish nature, bold nature. So the idea of this set is obviously to switch into Keldeos all the time, switch into Rotoms all the time. It's really good at doing that. Is that how you're supposed to track, or is it that? No, it's that. It's got to be that. CK looks wrong. Anyways, the idea of this is switch into Keldeos, switch into Rotoms. Baton Pass is there because with this EV spread, you outspeed Jolly Bishop, I'm pretty sure. So you can Baton Pass, which stops you getting pursuited, it stops you getting Sucker Punched, and it stops you getting knocked off. So that's fantastic. Also, if you switch into a Rotom, you predict their hard switch because they can't Volt Switch because you Giga Drain them. You can Baton Pass, get momentum. Basically, Baton Pass is there as a momentum tool and to run away from Bishop. It's got two functions. Running away from Bishop is the most important one though, because it's terrifying. But yeah, Baton Pass can definitely give your team a lot of momentum. It can get you into Jaws really nicely. It's just really, really nice as a momentum tool. And then obviously we've invested in defense because why the hell not? And also we're going to be running a Heatran as our specially defensive Mon, so I feel like, you know, they pair quite nicely. Obviously Lando wrecks this core, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Anyways, the heat ran set I'm going to be running is Leftovers with Flashfire. And I looked at my team and I decided I didn't have a switch into heat ran. So this is going to be my stop to opposing heat ran. So we're going to be running Lava Plume Stealth Rock, Flash Cannon for Fairies, and then finally Earth Power. And with no special attack investment, Earth Power 2-hit KOs, specially defensive heat ran. So we're going to be running 40 EVs in speed to speed creep any opposing heat ran, which means that we should be able to beat any heat ran 1v1 that's specially defensive. We're not running a Timid Nature, what am I doing? We're running Calm, I think. Yeah, and that's basically where we're at. So we're speed creeping out the heat ran so we can 2-hit KO with Earth Power. Even if they're defensive heat ran with Earth Power, we beat them out because we'll outspeed them, hopefully. And outside of that, it's just a fantastic check to Fairies, which hurt this. And it's a really, really nice defensive mon, generally. It pairs really nicely with Celebi as well, obviously outside of, like, ground bug coverage, which I don't know of anything that gets that, except like a Scavalier. But, yeah, Lando can give you problems with Earthquake and Knockoff, so you've got to watch out for that. But it gives you really nice defensive synergy. Also, we have Fire, Water, Grass Core, although the water is not switching into anything ever. But it's nice to have it, you know? Now, something else I mentioned at the start was that this thing here can't break through Garchomp at all. So we're going to be removing a Raikou, and it's going to be Hidden Power Icy. It's going to be Hidden Power Icy for the Raikui. It is Raikou for the Garchomps. This also gives us an offensive stop to Azumarill, which was giving me issues when I was testing the team. Obviously, it's not a defensive check because, duh, but it's an offensive stop to Azumarill, which is nice. HP Ice Volt, Switch Thunderbolt, and then Shadow Ball. Pretty standard Raikou set, I think, and then standard Raikou. Yeah. I really like just Yellow Volt. Yellow Sacred, there we go. I really like electric types at the moment, I don't know why. I really don't know why. I really like Raikou at the moment. I've got it on my AP draft, it's putting in a lot of work, I'm enjoying it a lot. Anyways, so we have three, you know, ish bulk. I mean, Raikou's not really bulky, but it's kind of pseudo bulky. I don't know. And then our defensive core, our late game sweeper. There's a couple of things I want to go for. We do want a defogger on this team, which is kind of sad because we also do want the rocks up to pick up some extra KOs with the Sharpedo. But I decided that Latios fits the team better than any spinners I could think of. If you guys think differently, then let me know and I'll change it. But we're going to be running Defog Draco, Psyshock, and I'm running HP Fire on this, which I don't normally do, but I'm really liking at the moment. I found out through testing that Draco plus HP Fire KOs Choice Banded Scizor. After Draco, even at -2, HP Fire KOs Scizor after it's taken a Draco, so that's really nice, and obviously Oko's regular. So this is really nice. Also, people aren't expecting HP Fire as much as I would have thought they are, so it's doing pretty well for me at the moment, and I'm enjoying it a lot. Also, obviously gives us reliable defog, blah 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 blah. Also, Dragon Steel. We don't quite complete the Dragon Steel Fairy Core, but it's pretty good type synergy. And then finally, we're going to be running Orlando T. Obviously, there is some decent ice weakness going on, but I think we can kind of weather that storm and be okay with it. I haven't found it to be too much of an issue so far. So we're going to be running Choice Scarf Lando, just because it's nice and good and powerful, and I like it at the moment. And obviously, it gives us Earth Edgequake coverage, which is some of the best coverage in the game. Gives us access to Knockoff, which we didn't have already. And then we can put U-turn on here, so we've got some nice Volt Turn plus Baton Pass, so we've got plenty of initiative gaining apparatus on the team, which is super fun. But yeah, so this is the team, guys. If you like it, please remember to drop a like down below. If you are excited to see Sharpedo, let me know down in the comments. Also, remember to suggest any changes you would make to this team down in the comments, because I know this isn't perfect. There's no way it's perfect. That's just not a thing. I want you guys to tell me how I can improve it and make it better down below. So if you can do that, that would make my day. But anyways, with that, I'm going to end off the video. So thank you all for watching. Come back for the battles in the next couple of days, and I will see you in the next one.